hey, we're back to what we used to be, instead of we got to keep building. We got to keep building on this crew that we have. That was the best time to upgrade that. Now, if you're in a position where, you know, you got Kobe and Shaq, and you got Ori, who's in year 8, you got Rick Fox, who's in year 10, you got Derek Fisher, who's in year 5, who's in year 4. I mean, and they did upgrade that roster. They swapped out AC Green for Horace Grant. I mean, they did get better. I do think that you should improve on your roster depending on what your roster looks like. But if we have Steph, Clay, Dre, and KD, we running it back. We 100 our core guys, we running it back. I'm not interested. I wish I could say I was interested. I'm not interested in blowing up my core. Now, I may be able to improve on some rotation guys, but I'm not interested in blowing up my core. So I think Ant's energy, and in addition to his energy, I think his demeanor has to change. I didn't really feel the confidence that I didn't really feel like Ant was as confident as he normally is. I didn't see that bounce in Ant. Right? I didn't see that bounce in Ant that I normally see. I didn't see that strut in Ant that I normally see when he's running up against Alex Caruso. I didn't see that. I saw a guy who was, I'm not going to say settling. I saw a guy who got taken out of a lot of stuff that he wanted to do. And I'm not subscribing to the logic that, well, Julius Randle got it going, so we're going to ride the Julius Randle wave. At some point, my man, you got to get in the party. To take one shot in the second half, that's not going to get it done. And I'm going to attribute some of that to Alex Caruso's defense. I am. I'm 100% going to attribute some of that to Alex Caruso's defense. Alex Caruso is a dog. 100%. He will sit in a chair and he will fight. And I love that about him. However, and I'm going to say this for the people in the cheap seats, you are Anthony motherfucking Edwards. Not many guys can stay in front of you. If anybody can stay in front of you. And as good as Alex Caruso is, he shouldn't be able to consistently stay in front of you. He can't take you out of games, which is what happened yesterday. Which is 100% what happened yesterday. Julius Randle is looking at the rest of them dudes. He's looking at Alex Caruso. He's looking at Chet. He's looking at Cason Wallace. Like them dudes are food. None of you dudes can cover me. Not one of you dudes. That includes Alex Caruso. Yeah, I'll give up an offensive foul. I might turn the ball over. I'm not going to argue that. But I can tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to stop coming at you. And I felt like Ant Edwards did that yesterday. I felt like there was a part of him that conceded. And it was evident because he only took one shot in the second half. That's not going to get it done. At all is that going to get it done. Now, here we are in the East Finals. And I could talk about how good Indiana's rotation people, as good as I could talk about how good Indiana's rotation guys are, how good their transition is. But with all of that being said, and I'm having a really difficult time with this, the Pope went to Indiana. The Pope went to Villanova, man. The Pope went to Villanova. That's all I'm thinking about. The Pope went to Villanova. How am I supposed to combat that? As good as I think Obi Toppin is going to be in transition in this series, as good of a backup lead guard, because I feel like the Knicks are going to have to exert way more energy to get what they need to get done than Indiana is, because Indiana's got more guys. And I know that Tibbs has 9 guys. Tibbs 100% has 9 guys. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't count Mitchell Robinson as a rotation guy. He's like their 6th starter. Kind of like in football, your 12th man. I think Mitchell Robinson is their 6th starter. So with that, I don't count him. But with the Knicks, Tibbs he's got Campaign, Precious Achua, Miles, Shammert, right? He's got those guys on the bench. And I've said this before, and I'm going to stand on it. The difference here is Tibbs is going Tibbs is 100% gonna play you. You got to show him something though, and you better show him something early, because if you don't, I can tell you right now, you're gonna be sitting next to him for the rest of the game. That's who Tibbs is. That's who he's always been, and that's who he always will be. So I can't argue that. I think that I think that Indiana's rotation, as much as I love them, they're the fastest team in the league. They're the fastest team in the playoffs. They got the best transition offense. They got the better passing point guard. I think he takes care of the ball a little bit more. I think that's going to matter. I'm just trying to contend with the Pope. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm just trying to contend with the Pope. I don't know if I could contend with that. That's what I'm thinking about more than anything. Can I contend with the Pope? And if I can't contend with the Pope, then, because it's literally like having God on your side. It's literally like that. And I mean, I can't compete with that. So I think this game one, I don't think it's that much of a statement game, because, you know, I was around when the Lakers go into Boston for game one of the NBA Finals and get stomped. I remember that by 34 points. I was around when the Miami Heat go into Chicago in game one, and the Bulls beat them by 20 with James, Wade, and Bosh. The Bulls beat them by 20. Now I'm thinking to myself, if I'd said to you, Markel, if I said to you in 2011, after the Bulls smoked the Miami Heat in game one, beat them by 20, if I said to you, Markel, the Bulls ain't winning another game in this series, and I got a stack on it, what would you have said to me? I could tell you what you would have said to me. You'd have said, chill, I see your stack. Here go 2 more stacks that they're going to win another game. Are you crazy? Are you sick? Chill, are you bugging out? Only except that's what happened. So I can appreciate, you know, game one being a statement game, but I've seen teams, right? I've seen teams come out real sharp in game one, and I don't get nothing else from them for the series. I haven't. So I do want to hear from you guys, though. I do. I do want to hear from you guys. SGA won the league MVP. He did. SGA won the league MVP, and I think they got it right. Winning matters. This Minnesota team, they better get it together. Otherwise, it's going to be a short series. And, I mean, the Knicks got the Pope on their side. So I'm having a difficult time with this. But what up? Mic check. Can you guys hear me? I'll see if I can get you back. Leaf Diggy, what up?
What's going on, Chill? About let's get right into it. About the MVP. Man, how fortunate are we as some crazy, sick, sadistic, psychotic basketball fans that we are, that we was able to see the 2 guys that was the front ones of MVP go in a 7-game series. I don't think I can't. You majored in history, bro. Like, when the last time we seen some shit like that?
So the league MVPs. So in 17 we got Russ and Harden.
Right, and
that was
did we get 7? Did we get a 7-game series?
I think that was 6. I don't think that was 7 games.
That was 5. I think that was 5.
Yeah, it might be 6. You can correct me if I'm wrong. We got Steph and Harden in 15. They mopped them dudes in 5 games. In addition to that, if I'm not mistaken, we got James and Derrick Rose in 2011. The Bulls got mopped in 5 games. I think we've had 8 of them. Yeah, we've had 8 of them.
How many of them have won 7 games though? Like, it was like a real. Because I listen. Call me crazy. You could disagree with me on this, but I don't think I've seen a team earn a series the way I seen this OKC team earn the series. They earned that series, man. They was down 2-1, and they fought back and clawed and won this series against what may be the best player in the world.
which he is, I think. But
which I think he is until for some further notice, because now that SGA has won this award, and I'm gonna put this on your mind because I'm gonna get real vicious with this. You're gonna it's gonna put a smile on your face. So SGA has won the scoring title. He's won the MVP. He has the best record in the league. He is going to be first team All NBA. He's probably going to make an All Defensive team.
If he make the All Defensive team,
and he's probably going to win Finals MVP. It's only four other times that's been done. You know the 4 other times that's been done, right? And how many people have done that?
Let's see. Jordan did it. Jordan did it. Bryant did it.
That's the only person that did it.
Oh, in a season, Jordan's the only guy that did it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Jordan's the
That's
only guy.
That's the only person that did it. He did it 4 times.
Yeah, Jordan's the only guy that did it.
That's the company SGA is about to join. Understand me. Finals MVP, scoring title, regular season MVP, first team All NBA, a defensive selection, and a championship. That's only been done 4 times, Chill, by one guy.
But the difference is, I don't think SGA is going to be a first team All NBA performer, and that's what Jordan.
Well, he gonna make all defensive team, bro. Maybe. No, Leaf will not disappear when the Tangerines make the finals. What is your problem, bro? I don't give a damn about the Tangerines. And listen, I'm about to get ignorant, Chill. Excuse me. God, the hell with the Pope. I said it. The hell with the damn Pope.
I don't want nothing to do with this.
I'll put the disclaimer out there. The hell with the Pope, the hell with Villanova, and the hell with the damn Wildcats. Nobody gives a crap about any of them. Now, as far as this OKC series, I don't think OKC should lose another goddamn game. To be honest with you, bro. Like this team is far. Listen, I'm a Chilltown. I've only felt this way 2 years ago when Denver was one of the last 4 teams remaining when they played the Lakers and they broomed them. And they were supposed to broom the hell out of Miami. And I thought they was going to kick the shit out of the Celtics, too. Yes, I said it. I thought they was going to kick the shit out of the Celtics, too. There's nothing stopping this basketball team. They are far more superior than anybody that's left playing. Oklahoma City, bro, is that damn good defensively. I had to see. I challenged it all year, and I said it again. Caruso, Dort, Wiggins, Chet, Hartenstein, this team is far superior than anything Minnesota is going to put on this basketball court.
Well, from a talent standpoint, are they that? Because when I think about what Minnesota has in terms of matchups, I mean, I don't think it's that far off, to be honest with you.
I think it is.
When I think about, I mean, if Casey Wallace looks much better on Oklahoma City than he would if he was in Portland, no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I don't know if Casey Wallace is that much better than Alexander Walker, if I'm being honest with you. But I think that he looks really good on this unit. Alex Caruso is that kind of stuff. What Alex Caruso does, it travels everywhere. It was in Chicago. It was in Los Angeles. I'm not going to argue that. But I can say the same thing about what's going on. I can say the same thing about what's going on with Naz Reid. I mean, Naz Reid, one of the best rotation players in the game. So in terms of rotation players, we got what you got. The problem is we can't shoot 3 for 25 from the floor. We can't do that. We can't.
Right. And you know why they're shooting 3 for 25 from the floor? Because they're playing against a goddamn good defense, Chill.
I ain't gonna argue that part.
These dudes, they are solely responsible of why Joker had the games that he had in that series, had the blunders that he had in that series, and y'all was ready to aim that, and y'all was on the show, y'all was ready to aim that gun and be like, yo, Joker, what's going on? It's their damn defense. That's what's going on. This team is far superior than anything that Minnesota is putting on the basketball court. I do not believe that Minnesota, with Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert in this lineup, can do anything with this basketball team that they're seeing. You hold up and chill. You talked about Ant-Man being pedestrian on offense and taking one shot. He on defense, he can't do a damn thing either because if he's getting the SGA matchup, SGA is taking him straight to the basket. He's taking him straight to his spots.
That was McDaniels. SGA wasn't his matchup. That was McDaniels.
That was McDaniels in first game. But
he's dealing with Jason Wallace and he's dealing with J Dub and guys like that. Which let's not make it look like because he's had matchups that's the problem. Because he had the same problem with Devin Booker. and he still got busy. He had the same, and he had Jamal Murray that he was dealing with, and he still got busy against him. So the idea that this guy, just because he's got to deal with SGA or he's got to deal with Devin Booker, that doesn't take away. First of all, Leaf, you know the era that I'm from. Your ass better be able to play on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
You better be able to play on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
Scottie Pippen played on both sides of the ball. Jordan played on both sides of the ball. All of these guys played on both sides of the ball. James played on both sides of the ball. Bryant played on both sides of the ball. I think the difference here is, because I think Anthony Edwards allowed Alex Caruso to take him out of the game. I'm not just going to say that Alex Caruso is just this all-world defender and that's it. I'm not just going to say that. Even though I think that he is an all-world defender, there has to be something. There has to be something on your part where you can't just concede that, because you've gone up against great defenders and you've held your own.
Listen, look, he might have conceded that, and he's gone up against great defenders. However, when you got great defenders on top of great defenders on top of great defenders, which OKC has, now, all right, you might have got by Alex Caruso, but now you got Lou Dort on the help side, or vice versa, and then you got Casey Wallace in the passing lane, and then you got Chet on the back end protecting the basket. This is a damn good defense. This is probably one of the best defenses that we've seen in years. This defense is that damn good. OKC is far superior than any of these bozo ass teams left. This is not even a contest. I think they should win the next 7 straight.
So if they end up losing to Minnesota, this is a choke job in your estimation.
To me, yeah, it might be. They might let a game go, but I
ain't talking about letting the game. I'm talking about if they lose this series, this is a choke job to you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, absolutely. This team is far too superior than them. Defensively, they know what the hell they do. Like, they are that damn good at winning defensive possessions. They are that damn. They have filled out all the gaps that they need to fill out. I don't think they worried about the offensive rebound battle. Now, you did mention one thing that was correct. Julius Randle, who's a grown-ass man, he ain't scared of them. But you need a little bit more. I seen the same thing in the play-in tournament championship game when Giannis went full strength at him and Chet wasn't on the back end. The difference is now you got a team that just got out of a 7-game series at full strength, and they got all the dog and all the momentum on their side. And they are still the best team head and shoulders over anybody left in this damn postseason. I'll be damned if anybody in the East win a championship. I'll be damned.
You're going to be damned.
Yeah, I will be damned, bro. And I don't want to say what I just said, so I'm going to just depart. Listen, the hell with anything Villanova got. The hell with them.
What up? Nope, had him. What up?
Peace, chill. What's good, brother?
Peace, God.
Nothing much, man. You ready, man? The Knicks. You ready for this?
All I know is this goes against everything that's going on literally in GOAT James Kingdom. Because in your house,
yes,
a guy who bleeds Miami Heat red.
Yeah.
To have to root for the Knicks.
I'm really not rooting for the Knicks, but I'm just excited because, to be honest with you, I like their fan base this year. I mean, not this year. They've been doing this for a while. They've been acting wild after they win playoff games for a while. But the fact that they've gotten this far, I really want to see what happens if they win 4 games. I really would think like it would be perfect for the NBA. It's going to give everybody the idea of what being a true fan is. This is a fan base that's been suffering for so long through so many things. And here it is.
Yes, they have.
I mean, think about it. When everybody said they overpaid for Brunson, did they really overpay for Brunson now? Did they really do that now?
They actually got him on the cheap.
Exactly, right? So it's just, with the aura of basketball the way it's been in these last, 15 years, it's just great to see a real fan base be excited, man. So, but I think it's going to be a good game tonight. They better not let the Pacers win. I said it for last night's game. If the OKC was going to win, they were going to have to blow out Minnesota, which they eventually did. They played great, solid defensively, man. That defense that they have, man, I don't know how they find a way to poke and prod the ball out of your hands. It's like they don't just steal passes. They actually rip your dribble. Like, they take your dribble from you. Like, give me this. And going the other way.
And converting, to your point, Jay.
Yeah.
In transition.
That's what I'm saying. They're going the other way. It's not like they just tap and go out of bounds and slow you down. No, they take the ball from you and go the other way. It's a fast break dunk or something like that. So it was great to watch yesterday's game. I can't wait till all the Zesty Jeffrey start blaming Ant-Man and say he's not ready yet, that he needs time, right? Because like you said, well, what are we feeling now? Why are you coming out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you come out and give him 18 points? Well, he gave 16, 18 points yesterday. 13 shots, right? 13, 14 shots.
Yep.
You don't want to hear that, right? He's supposed to be the fake GOAT son, ain't it? So I mean, what we doing right now?
I guess we ain't done with the 90s. I guess we not.
Huh?
I guess we're not done with the 1900s.
We can't be done with the 90s. We got a bunch of people born in the 1900s who calling your show right now. I guarantee you the next person that call you was born in 92. What are you talking about? But either way, Chill, it's always great to hear from you, bro, man. Listen, man, I got the Knicks winning tonight. I got it. I got both series going at least 6. So we're looking forward to some great conference finals. Can't wait to see who win the MVP.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, brother. It's gonna be great, man. And again, GOAT James. Oh, before I let you go, did you notice how I destroyed another Zesty Jeffrey this week? Did you notice that?
I did poke my head in yesterday.
Now let me ask you this: Am I bugging? Is Jason Terry an elite creator? Yes or no, Chill Town?
I saw the film. I mean, he averaged, I didn't need to see the film to know that Jason Terry could score the basketball. To say that Jason Terry was just okay is nuts to me. First of all,
no, he said Kyle Korver-esque. He said Kyle Korver-esque.
No, you nuts to say that. Hell no. Hell no, I'm not doing that. Get the hell out of here.
And the same stats he was trying to use, which were fraudulent stats from 2011, to say that Jason Terry is not an elite creator, would say Stephen Curry in 2025 is not an elite creator, which is point per possessions.
With 2011, my biggest issue with 2011 is, and don't get me wrong, I don't think James played up to snuff in that series, and I'm never going to give him the grace in that. What I am going to say, though, Jay, is I don't think that Dallas is given enough credit. They're a top 10 defense.
No, nobody wants to give him credit for that. Nobody wants to give him credit for nothing.
It wasn't like James crumbled against a team that was like 19th or 20th in defense, and he just couldn't do anything against them. No, they were a top 10 defense. They were 9th in defense that year.
Facts.
They had a great defense.
Yeah.
No, and they were throwing different looks at James, who at that point, and I said this, I'm on record saying this, that he still wasn't sure about exactly what his role was on that crew. And it wasn't until the next year when him and Wade had that conversation that, yo, my man, if we're gonna do this, you got to be you.
Yep. And they changed the offense. Don't forget that also. Forget what those two players decided to do with each other on the court. Spoelstra said we're going to change an entire offense, and he created a whole new offense, which was known as the spread.
Yes.
It's a spread offense, which started with Spo. So shout out to Spo and the Miami Heat organization. That's why it's always going to be Biscayne in June. Next year is Biscayne in June. I'm back as a Heat fan. No more of this faker Lakers stuff for me. Miami Heat, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Eric Spoelstra, Biscayne in June. Peace and blessings, brother.
I know where to find you at, brother. Good to talk to you, Jay. Yo. Mm-hmm. There you have it. What up? Nope. I had him and then I didn't. So, again, I feel like these playoffs are I feel like these playoffs are the most unpredictable that I've seen, right? I think these playoffs are the most unpredictable that I've seen since I've been watching basketball. I can definitively say when I was watching the Lakers in 2000, I was like, they winning it again. Who's going to be their competition? San Antonio or Philly. When San Antonio was running around, I was like, they're winning it. That Miami Heat team, they winning it. When they won it in 12, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, there was a time, and I can't be this way and then not this way. So there was a time when James got to the finals in 2007, and I was like, yo, he's just young. And then he got to the finals in 2011, and that happened. And I was thinking, can this guy really do it? Can he really get it done? Maybe I'm wrong about him. Maybe he isn't as good as I think he is. Maybe this stage is too big for him. That did happen. I'm not going to argue that. 100% that happened. However, when I think about the playoffs, there was plenty of teams that I saw after they won it, after the Heat won it in 2012. I vividly remember having a conversation with my good buddy Terry, and I told him they're gonna win it again next year too. I told him that they're winning it again next year, and I felt like they were gonna win it again, and they did. Even though it was a 7-game series against San Antonio, they were gonna win it. And we've had up until this point where we're gonna have the 7th different champion in the last 7 seasons. We had teams that were definitive in being there. Don't forget, the Spurs went to the NBA championship in back-to-back years, in 13 and 14. The Miami Heat was in the NBA championship from 2010 to 2014. It's 4 seasons. 10-11, 11-12, 12-13, 13-14. It was an NBA championship 4 straight years. Then enter Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Half the decade is ending when it comes to the NBA. Half the decade is going to be over at the end of this championship. Half the decade is over. We're moving into the second half of the decade. So to see a team run off 3 or 4 championships, I don't think that that's realistic off the strength of what I had seen in the past. And in the past, I've seen this leading up to that. I saw the Miami Heat 4 straight times in the NBA championship. San Antonio in the NBA championship twice in back-to-back seasons. And then the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals 5 straight years. And then Cleveland in the NBA championship 14-15, 15-16, 16-17, 4 straight years. Like, that was going on. So for a decade, that was leading up to that. Same logic in the 2000s. When I saw the Lakers, I'm like, yo, these guys are going to be around for a while. I don't feel like definitively that there's somebody that I can say these dudes going to be around for a while, so you better get used to seeing them. I don't think there's anybody that I feel like that about today. I don't. And because of that, I do think that the parity in the league, I do think that it's good for the league. I'd be lying if I said I didn't think that it was good for the league. I do think it's good for the league. So SGA wins the league MVP. I think this is fantastic. We got the Knicks. Get ready to get it on with Indiana right now. I'm going to get to that. I will see you guys soon. Until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. You know where to find me at. If I'm not here, I'm on the panel from 11 to 2 on the Players Choice Network. If I'm not there, you can find me every morning, 9 a.m. on TikTok, Chilltown Hoops. You can find me from 11 to 2 on a panel on the Players Choice Network. If I'm not there, you can find me and my man Big Ox on Chill with Chill on Thursday and Saturday. Just hit that subscribe button and you'll get your notifications. I will see you guys soon. Until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Hey, man, call your mother. When's the last time you talked to your mother? Call your mother. I will talk to you guys soon. But until then, take it light, but take it. Absolutely, man. It was good to see you guys tonight. This was dope.